Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
There is never a bad time for some good friends.
Dude, I'm in the bathroom. Get out of here.
This is the Ace and Friends radio show.
Here's the good news. It's already Wednesday. Just cooking through the week, baby. Cooking through the week, yeah.
Yeah.
2 days away from the weekend. I'm going to the beach this weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah, well, not until Saturday afternoon. I have to go to a 1-year-old birthday party Saturday first.
Oh, right. Nice.
It's life. It's what happens when you have kids.
Yeah.
You have friends that have kids, and you're just, you're as old as everybody else's parents.
Right. Right.
I mean, it's like, oh, we're going to do this again. Okay.
But that's a perfect out. Like, hey, we're actually heading out to the beach right after this, so you don't have to stay too long.
And these people are really cool. It's, two people Amanda went to college with. They're very nice. Well, you've met them, Lauren and Dustin.
Okay.
They came to one of our events one night. They're super nice. He's a really cool guy. So.
Okay. What beach are you going to?
It'll be fun. Ocean Isle Beach.
Nice.
Amanda's parents have a place there that they rent, and they had a cancellation, so it came open for a few days.
That's awesome.
So it's like we never get to go during the actual summer.
Sure. Yeah.
That's
the unfortunate reality. Yeah.
This is a few years ago. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
They're like, slow down there, but it's pretty much rented out the whole summer. So we either have to go like in the end of March, or I think we've gone like the first week of April. We got at Easter a couple times, or we go the weekend, 2 weekends after Labor Day.
Okay. That's still not the worst.
It's like 75.
Yeah.
It's not the warmest water in the world, but you know what? It's not costing me anything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not costing me anything to rent a beach house, but you got to pay for food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it.
Absolutely.
Totally okay with it.
For sure. Oh, good for you. That's fun.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. It was, kind of one of those things that popped up. It's like, oh, hey, it's available if you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part is you can't take the dog this time. Not that I don't mind taking the dog, but because it's got to have, they don't have time to do the super deep cleaning.
Yeah.
Because it's normally pet free.
Mm-hmm.
So we can take the dog if we go at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, but not this time.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun, though.
It will be fun. It will be fun. It'll be a good time.
So Saturday to Sunday, and then you just turn around and drive right back?
No, we gone Monday. I'm going to be off Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm coming back Tuesday afternoon.
Well, I'm not coming back until Tuesday afternoon. How about that?
Well, I'm not going to be here.
You don't care.
I don't care. You do what you want, man. That's between y'all. That's whatever works for y'all then. So I've got a lot of fun stuff coming up, but I do have to catch up a little bit on what's happening with my life today. There's a lot going on, a lot happening, a lot of movement in the world of Ace. That is,
It's true.
kind of ridiculous. Coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. It's Ace and Friends. At Ace Cannon Media, if you want to follow along on all of our social media, or at Ace at Large. Comment. Please feel free to comment. I like everybody. We get very nice comments about the show, so that's all great.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very unusual day today because I am testifying. I'm a character witness for one of my lifelong friends who is unfortunately going through a divorce hearing. It's a very complicated thing, and I can't get into all of the details. I'm really not supposed to be talking about it that much, but I am learning a lot about how this kind of stuff works. I have officially been subpoenaed to testify but it's not like you see on TV, because I had agreed to it. He called and asked me, and I said yes, and then they have to officially issue you something. So it's like, oh, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Not like on TV when they catch somebody like in an elevator. I guess that's more being served.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen. I've never been served.
If you don't want to be at court, they have to serve you.
Yeah, I've never been served. I always like that though. Where did you order a pizza? What? No. Oh, you've been served, and then take off running.
The singer Sierra got served during a concert. I've seen that happen a couple times, but she was in the middle of her song, and a guy walks right up to the front of the stage and just throws the papers on the stage, and she doesn't stop singing.
Did she know what it was before she picked it up?
I don't think so.
Who was Kate Moss?
No, it was the ex-wife of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
The woman that was dating
Moss. Who was it?
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde. She was speaking.
Yeah.
And the guy handed her a note, and she thought it was something. She opened it up, was like, oh, and then just put it away and kept going. Kept right on going like it was nobody's business.
I would not be able to do that. I'm like, oh, damn.
But you really don't think about him the same way anymore since you heard that he laid down behind the car. Allegedly, he laid down behind the car and said he wasn't moving because she was going to take his special spaghetti sauce?
Salad dressing.
Salad dressing.
To Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
You can't share that. That's mine. It's real salt in the wound when his favorite salad dressing recipe, she was going to go make that salad for Harry.
Yeah.
I'd probably throw myself down behind the SUV too.
So is there anything that would cause you to beg me, please don't do that? Don't
Sure.
do that. What?
Oh, I don't specifically. I don't know. But if I was that fired up and I was desperate for her not to leave me, I would do some crazy stuff. Absolutely.
God, I hope I'm never that. I hope I'm never that desperate for somebody not to leave me.
Oh, sure. No one wants to look like that or do that, but it's desperation. You're desperate.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
because you really like Ted Lasso. You know him, whose real name I cannot. Jason Sudeikis. Yeah. All I could think of was Ted Lasso at the moment.
He's Ted Lasso.
Yeah. From now on, he is Ted Lasso.
I think so.
Hey, we got more coming up.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Ace and Friends.
Quite often, when you're watching something on TikTok, the funny part doesn't come until the end. It happens in a lot of viral videos. You're just kind of caught by something out of nowhere that happens at the end. Such is the case with this video from Southwest Airlines. It's about 14 seconds long. What you're listening for is actually like the last, 3 seconds. Now, let's just ignore the fact that this Spirit Airlines flight is just somebody singing on the microphone and not doing that great a job of it. That's not the punch. The punch comes right at the very end here.
I won't forget the men and women who died, who gave that right to me. So I proudly stand up next to you and
Is this the national anthem? What is this?
What is it?
What? You mean you don't tell me you appear to be in your late 20s and you don't know the national anthem?
She doesn't know the national anthem. And then the woman that's singing it adds in men and women who died.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, what a scene on this plane.
Forget the men and women who died, who gave that right to me.
Is that somebody that is that a flight attendant?
I think so. And it looks like the lights are off, like it happened at night. She's like, I'm just going to sing on Memorial, I'm going to sing God Bless the USA, and then switch up the lyrics.
And the first thing I thought when I saw that was, before I even knew what the joke was in there, was, oh my God, Riggins would hate this.
Oh my God.
You're on a flight, but it is, you probably got a cheap flight because it's Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
You're on a flight, and now it's like, now I'm trapped in this tube, and I have to listen. USA.
It's a great song. I just don't need
It's a phenomenal song.
I don't need anybody else singing it, though.
Yeah, you just want to hear that person sing. And you're on a flight. It's coming through a microphone.
Yeah. It reminds me, there was this video a couple weeks ago of these two women like thrift shopping at a Goodwill. And they were like, where's that music come from? Some band was performing in the Goodwill. And it was a female lead singer, and she was singing Don't Speak by No Doubt. It's like, what is going on? Don't speak. I don't want no sin. It's like, I'm just trying to get like, a $2 t-shirt.
Yeah, I got this 1980s Def Leppard Hysteria t-shirt for $2.50 and get the hell out of here.
I got this band performing in the back section of Goodwill, like loudly. So, oh my gosh, I don't know. Everybody's a performer now. Yeah, I think that's social media. Everybody's like a performer. They don't understand like what it takes to do that.
On the flight, though. I don't know.
That's brutal.
I don't like a performance on a flight.
Please,
I'm just
spare
not a
me.
fan of it. Not a fan.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends presents
I'm about to have a good day.
the good news.
There's some great good news stories today. Starting with an Army vet in central Pennsylvania who saved the lives of two fishermen on Memorial Day when their boat sank in a remote section of a river. The guy's name is Mark Latanzi, and he spent 8.5 years in the Army. He now works as a fitness instructor. Now, this guy, it's Memorial Day. He's on a party boat with his friends. It looks out as like, well, damn, that guy's boat's sinking. I better go save them.
Yeah.
And they just went over and saved him. Wow. Everything on the boat was lost, but the two guys are perfectly fine.
I saw some crazy boat trailer videos over Memorial Day. Turns out like that is a section of TikTok that I love. Guys that don't know how to back their boat into the water off their pickup trucks and just like sinking their trucks.
There was one of a Ford F-150. It took it all the way down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Watched it go underwater. It's like, oh, no. There's your mistake, sir.
There's dozens of those.
Yeah.
I mean, they're crazy.
And I saw another one where the wife was supposed to be holding the tow line for the boat as he pulls up and she lets it go. And like she drops it and then she can't reach it off the pier because it's and the boat is just like he jumps out of the truck and runs back into the water. His boat is just floating away.
It's chaos watching this stuff.
You can tell you can't hear what he's saying, but he's got his hands up at it like, what
did
the
you
hell's
do?
going on?
Oh my God. It's unbelievable.
But that's not the good news. The good news is this guy saved these other two people.
That's awesome.
There's a 15-year-old kid in Arizona lucky to be alive after a bear got into his family's cabin and attacked him last Thursday. His older brother chased the bear off and saved his life. He's got some cuts and scrapes, but he should be okay. Now, immediately, I thought, well, Rob's brother is 12 years older, so you would expect him to jump in and save Rob. But when you were 15, would either one of your brothers have jumped in and saved you in that scenario?
Yeah, I think so.
Both?
Probably.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Which one would have been more likely to be? I would think Matt would see it as like, I'm going to be the hero.
You know,
here.
Kevin was our Boy Scout. He was
an
our
Eagle
nature,
Scout.
yeah. But, no, I have no doubt that they would have stepped in. But, man, that's a crazy scene.
Can you imagine being 15 and you're trapped in a cabin with a bear?
Yeah, that's nuts.
And then this, I love it. A high school senior in Boston won a $10,000 scholarship last week, beating out 5 other finalists. But the anonymous donor for the $10,000 scholarship decided, hey, everybody deserves to win. Put up another $50,000, and all 6 finalists got $10,000 scholarships.
It's amazing.
That was very cool. I love stories like that. That is the good news.
This is Ace and Friends.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is Ace and Friends.
If something good can come from social media, hopefully it's that we're seeing a little more respect for dads. And maybe it's just the side of TikTok and some of the other social media platforms that I get because I am a dad, that I'm interested in these types of things, that it seems more and more people are talking about, hey, men go through life quietly in most cases. If they're suffering with something, dealing with something, they don't talk about it as much. Also, sometimes via social media, I think people are beginning to understand the little things that dad does because that's just what he does, because he cares about his kids or his wife, like this TikTok that I am wildly in love with. A daughter who finally understands, oh, wait a minute. I never knew dad did this all these years for mom, just quietly.
Thinking about the fact that my parents eat Taco Bell like once a week, so I always assumed that they liked Taco Bell. And I was hanging out with just me and my dad, and he was like, oh, let's get something to eat. And I was like, oh, do you want Taco Bell? And he looks at me and he goes, I don't really like Taco Bell. He doesn't even like Taco Bell, but he loves my mom so much that he just eats Taco Bell every single week, acts excited about it, and like he eats himself some Taco Bell every single week because he just loves my mom that much. It literally made me cry. I thought that was so sweet.
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet, but he's got brain damage if he don't like Taco Bell.
Well, aside from that, I did
That's
wonder,
another argument.
Wait, what guy doesn't like Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something's wrong.
I thought the same thing, Rob. But it's nice that she understands, oh, wait. It's a really nice thing for her to have that understanding now. Wait a minute. My dad's been doing this for years and doesn't even like it.
Yeah.
But yet he pretends to like it and get very excited because that makes his mom happy.
Sure.
Her mom happy. That makes her mom happy. His wife.
Yeah.
That makes her happy.
You learn those things as you become an adult, like those little things that just never occurred to you.
And I think both parties do it. Husbands and wives, in good marriages, husbands and wives both do it. And it's good for the kids to understand that both do it. But I think more often than not, you don't know as much about what your dad did quietly behind the scenes as you do about your mom.
Sure.
But it's nice that she finally understands, oh man, dad's been doing this whole thing for my mom all these years. He really does love her.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should. And because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
There are universals about men and women. And most of them you can look at and go, yeah, guys do this, women do that. You know, those stereotypical things. But I saw something yesterday, and I found it kind of interesting. This guy said, he was talking about rules for his road trips. He said last week he went on a solo road trip. He was driving from Detroit to Minnesota. He goes, I hate stopping for food, so I packed sandwiches. I filled the tank the night before I left. I go to the bathroom right before I leave. It says by the time I got to Chicago, it was bumper to bumper off the highway. Getting off the highway didn't look like an easy option. I'd been in the car for about 4.5 hours. I had to pee really bad. My rule was to try to make it to Rockford, Illinois before I pulled over. I had an empty water bottle in the car, so I did what any normal guy would do. I peed in it while driving about 5 miles per hour.
Whoa.
All right, now.
I've never done that.
I was going to say that was the question. I did what any normal guy would do. Nope, haven't done it. I've never peed in a bottle in a car.
Oh, I've done that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
But not while I'm driving? That just seems like I don't even know. I couldn't do it. I probably could.
Now, I agree with all of the things that he says. I don't like to stop.
Yeah.
I like to be ready to go. A lot of times I don't mind stopping to get gas on the way out of town because we'll grab a snack or something.
Yeah.
Like, let's grab a snack. We'll get some gas. Then we hit the road. We're ready to go. But I'm not you
Pee
pull
in a
over. I'd rather pull over and go to the bathroom at a store or something, pee in a bottle.
I heard a girl ask on a podcast or something. She was like, so when you guys pee in a bottle, do you just pee directly into the bottle or do you arch your stream? I was like, and the guys were like, what? Do we arc our stream? What is it? Of course not. But yeah, you want to pick the right bottle to do it in. I mean, it's gross.
Yeah. And difficult. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. You want to make sure you got the right bottle to do it, and it's disgusting. I certainly wouldn't do it while driving. That just sounds like disaster waiting to happen.
And way too many factors come into play there.
Yeah.
Road conditions, weather conditions, all these things have to be accounted for.
And you're also in bumper to bumper traffic. You're
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
I just didn't assume that everybody had done that.
No.
Are you a stop as you go along person, or do you?
Yeah, I don't mind a stop.
I hate a stop. Once we're going somewhere, let's just get there. Let's go straight there.
Yeah. When I drive to Atlanta, there's no stops.
No stops.
It's 4 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we're going any further, I don't mind it. Stretch your legs a little bit.
Rob, when you travel with your buddies, is it different than traveling with Meredith?
Not really.
Like, do you and Meredith, is she a good travel companion in the car?
Well, until she gets on the phone.
Oh, that's right, because she spends her time talking on the phone to people, and you have to listen to her.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to some music or a podcast or something.
Not talk to her.
Yeah.
No.
So is there very little talking in the car between the two of you?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I did a road trip with her. Actually, no, it was last year. I should know this. I don't remember.
I think that would be no. That's what that means.
Hold up. Are you ready?
You ready? Ace and Friends.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Ace and Friends.
The story you'll be talking about the rest of the day today is really a conversation starter that you can use all day, because you might be curious to see if any friends are in a similar situation. There's a list going around online of basic things that took people way too long to figure out. Like that meme, I was today years old when I learned blank. Mm-hmm. It's kind of based upon that. This is stuff you should have already known. So people are talking about the things that they learned embarrassingly late in life. For example, someone said, I've never heard anyone say Yosemite aloud.
Yosemite?
Until the other day. I've been reading it my entire life as Yosemite.
Yosemite.
Didn't Donald Trump say it that way one time in a speech, I think?
Did he say Yosemite?
I think
Yosemite.
So.
This person said, I once accidentally shouted, I love necrophilia during a class in 10th grade. I just read a book about a young teenage necromancer, and I got the words mixed up.
Oh, my God. Well, what the hell is a necromancer?
I do not know.
It's someone who can bring back the dead.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know that. This person said, in my 20s, I thought there was just red wine and white wine.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I tried to order white wine, and I was confused when the waiter asked, which one? I said,
I don't know.
I don't know, sir. What are we looking at here?
They're all the same.
Yeah. That carrot cake is really made with carrots. I thought it was just called that because they plopped a little carrot on the top and you ate it around Easter.
They always do the carrot on top.
Let's see. Basic things that took people way too long to figure out. I thought roadside memorials were actual graves.
Oh, I could see that one.
What is a roadside memorial? I don't even know.
Whenever a person would crash on the side of the road, there's flowers.
There's be a cross at a tree where an accident took place, that kind of thing. Let's see. Basic things that took people way too long to figure out. That POWMIA wasn't pronounced phonetically as Palmia.
that one I also was like, I don't know what Palmia is. I remember that.
I was 27 when I realized that hump day referred to the middle of the week, not the day everyone humps. When someone would say happy hump day at the office, I'd always think, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to say that.
HR's not going to like this.
Yeah. Anything come to mind?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I thought I attended my parents' wedding, but
Yeah.
that was a mistake. It's not just ignorance.
Right. This one here is ignorance. This says that Rhode Island isn't an island. I learned that at 53 years old. Well, you should have learned that in school looking at a map of the United States.
I don't know that I would know that now. It's not an island?
Rhode Island? No.
I couldn't even tell you what it looks like.
This is just a tiny little place.
And it's not an island.
Not an island.
Nope.
Well, it's a stupid name then.
You're right. I agree.
You should call it just road.
Just concerned now that you actually thought it was an island until this point.
Well, of course. That's logic.
I mean, Hawaii
logical
is
thinking.
no, it's not. I mean, you've seen a map. You've seen it on a map as a kid in school.
But why would they call it Rhode Island?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. Why do they call a lot of things what they call them? I don't know the answer, but I just know that it's not. You look at it and go, oh, that's not an
Well,
island.
I know why they call it baseball ball, because there's bases and it's an actual ball.
Well, that's one good example that you've come up with. There are a lot of
Okay, well,
examples of
give me,
things you don't know why they're
30 more
called.
seconds. I can come up with 30 more.
Just saying. Never mind.
Hold up. Are you ready?
You ready? Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate,
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
Rob, you and Meredith have been going out for 9 years.
Yeah, it'll be 10 in January.
Okay. Do you worry about what she tells her friends about you?
I used to.
Like, do you think she's told her friends intimate details of your life together?
Probably.
Yeah.
I used to not like that very much, but I've softened. I don't care.
I know a guy that just said his wife's best friend is a doctor, but she was visiting and she was telling him, she mentioned something about, hey, y'all's love life might be spicing up with the testosterone treatment you're getting.
What?
Ooh. And he was like, she didn't really need to be telling her doctor friend that I'm taking testosterone.
Yeah. And as a doctor, you should know better than to just like throw that out casually.
Yeah, but she's also there. They've known each other forever. They've been friends. She's known them as a couple before they were even married and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of it's a little bit different. That's not. I mean, that wouldn't bother me. There aren't things that a lot of things that would bother me if my wife shared. There would just be anything that's like embarrassing. Like, hey, that's between me and you. But
like what?
Well, I can't think of a good example at the moment. There was something that I was embarrassed by. I would hope you wouldn't share that. But she told him, David takes testosterone treatments. That's my name, by the way, Ace, David, whatever. That wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't worry about that too much.
David broke another phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to share.
Okay, there we go. That didn't take long.
I didn't think about it, Rob. I have to go with this. Let's don't go there. If everybody knows I break phones sometimes, let's.
Here we go.
We don't need that getting out.
There we go.
Yeah.
Glad I could help.
Is there something that she's talked about, Rob, that bothered you?
Not off the top of my head now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think. I am positive that there were a lot of discussions about me, I'm sure, when Amanda, with her friends, when we first started going out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
About you being old?
Yeah. I mean, I am certain that there were probably pretty explicit questions asked about me. Like, what's, he just seems old.
Yeah. Not nice, maybe.
Yeah. If that, we probably, maybe I am bothered by some things the more I think about it.
Now that I think about it, kind of hurtful.
I'll show them old.
It kind of depends on what the answers were, though.
Yeah.
Was
it surprising to her friends that she was dating somebody so much older than her?
I think anytime you're dating somebody 24 years older than you, it can be a little bit surprising to your friends.
But she hadn't dated somebody a lot older than her.
No, her college boyfriend was like 3 years older than her, 4 years older than her.
But she has an affinity towards older men, and she likes the guy from Yellowstone or whatever. So
Kevin Costner. She loves Kevin Costner.
It's not like it was news to them that she liked older men, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but remember this was 7 years ago when we first started going out. So it was Yellowstone was just then, really hadn't even come on the air yet or anything.
So she was because she was in her 20s at the time.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah, she was 24, about to be 25 when we met. I was 48.
Good Lord.
About to be 49. Sounds bad. I mean, when you hear it that way, it does sound bad, doesn't it?
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
As you get older, your jokes with your parents change, and your parents' jokes with you change. As an example, this TikTok where she appears to be late teens, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in that neighborhood. She's seated in the back of the car. Her parents are in the front of the car. You hear her mom.
So handsome, Daddy.
Don't ever say that again.
That's mom talking to the dad right there with the daughter in the back seat here.
You look so handsome, Daddy.
Don't ever say that again. That's disgusting.
Mad at Daddy?
I don't even call him dad.
I like the way he added. He goes, "I'm not a daddy. Like you're gonna hurt my feelings if you don't think I'm a daddy." That is so gross. Mom.
It is a sign of the times, because like my parents would never even like joke about sexual stuff in front of us, regardless of our age. They would just see that as like trashy behavior.
Yeah, my mom never would have.
Of course not.
No, my dad did it all the time, but that was a different, kind of a different scenario. I don't think he did it with my sister as much as he did with me, but I'm sure he did, because he would say wildly inappropriate things sometimes. Like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Would your parents, Rob?
No.
No jokes like that?
No.
Yeah. I don't see that happening going forward. Well, I want to hold my kid. Yeah, that's the type of thing that will probably be. When Dax becomes a teenager, that's the type of joke that Amanda would say.
Oh, she would do it?
Yeah, she would probably do that. With Dax in the back seat, she would jokingly refer to me as Daddy.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't, not jokingly.
Yeah, right. Granddaddy.
Yeah, I can easily see that joke coming to fruition in my life at some point in the future.
Yeah, maybe it's different because the mom made the joke to her daughter or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an element.
Yeah, that's because she does it clearly just to creep the daughter out. And
yeah,
be
you can
funny.
almost kind of expect it with the dad and the son, but never the mom and the son, or the mom and the daughter.
Yeah, I would expect the mom and the daughter to make a joke like that more than I don't think dad would make a joke sexual toward the mom in nature in front of the son as much as I would think mom would make a daddy joke like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see dad. I don't think you'd be. I think you would be less likely to see dad if mom were getting in the car to say something like, "Oh, mommy looks hot," or something
in front of
the son.
Yeah.
But yeah, moms and daughters.
I don't know anything about moms and daughters. There's no women other than.
That's right. There are no girls in your.
All my cousins are boys.
Oh,
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can easily see that being a better joke, though.
Yeah,
I mean, to give her credit, I thought that was a pretty good joke. That she did that. Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
This is Ace and Friends.
Riggins has long said that he would never, doesn't want to date a single mom.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to have to deal with kids as the relationship begins and all that kind of stuff, which is understandable. I totally get that. Here is another one of those examples why, maybe.
I might ruffle some feathers with this one, but if I send you all 4 of my kids' schedule for sports, it's your responsibility to show up. Let me repeat that. If I send you the sports schedule for whatever sport's happening, whatever season's happening, it is your responsibility to show up for my child. All 4 of my kids. Let me explain. I have done my part by sharing the same information that I get from the coaches.
She goes on to say, not her responsibility to text you the night before the game to remind you, hey, game at 4:00 tomorrow. You've got the schedule. You know the details.
Yeah,
you got everything you need right now.
A lot of people are asking, who is that directed? Is that grandparents or like separated parents or things like that?
Yeah, is it friends?
It's kind of everybody.
Is it dating someone?
Yeah.
So if you are dating a woman who has kids, she has 4 of them. Are you expected to be at every game?
It certainly sounds that way because she goes on and she goes, and you know what? They will know if you're not there. And I'll notice first, but they'll know. And that's on you.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, whoa.
It has to be directed at either a family member or a guy.
Yeah.
That you're seeing.
I don't like when she said, let me repeat that. I was like, I checked out immediately.
Yeah. It rubbed me the wrong way, but I think she's saying like grandparents or at least family members.
Her style of presentation is a little harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could present the information. Same information presented differently would sound very different. But if you are dating her and she's talking to you, I never thought of it that way. You got 4 kids that you've got to go see games for.
Oh my gosh, my parents every single weekend, they're either down in Georgia to watch a football game, then they're back for a soccer game. I mean, they are constantly going to kids' games.
Awesome. That means the world to those kids. They'll never forget that.
There's a lot of those dang kids. They're always going.
No. Would you have a problem if you were dating a woman with kids go to their games?
Yeah, I don't want. That's one of the reasons why I'm not looking for that.
Yeah,
that's not how I want to spend my Saturday.
Rob, would you do that if you were dating? If Meredith had a kid, would you be happy to go to the games and everything?
Probably.
You would.
I don't know. Well,
they're outside.
You use the phrase happily. That might not be exactly.
Oh, so you would go?
I would go. I wouldn't be a complainer. Well, I don't know if that's true. I probably would be a complainer.
So you would go, would just be so miserable they would wish you hadn't bothered to show up.
Yeah,
that's how that works.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
no dinging of the credit. Yeah. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Ace and Friends.
All right, strap in. We're going to make a quick run around some things that you might find interesting. The summer touring season is underway. And let's face it, especially when it comes to rock, there are some older artists who are out there. Among the oldest, Ringo Starr, Bob Dylan, and Mike Love of the Beach Boys are all 83 years old out on tour this summer. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are 80. Mick is a couple of months older than Keith Richards. But if you've ever seen any of those videos, stunning at 80 years old that he moves the way he does. And nonstop for 2.5 hours. Rod Stewart is on tour. He is 79 years old. Steve Miller, Roger Daltrey of The Who are both 80 years old. Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates, well, formerly of Hall & Oates, since there is no more Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
He's 77.
Really?
And out on the road.
Oates was just on TV the other day talking about how much he hates Daryl.
Yeah, they really don't like
great.
each other at all. That's so
I love
sad.
it.
It's so wild.
Yeah. Researchers from the University of Georgia have found that people who frequently stress brag are usually seen as less competent and less likable by those around them. In other words, bragging about how busy you are makes people think you're an idiot.
That is annoying.
Yeah.
I am so busy.
You have no idea. You're right. I've never been busy.
Right. Those people are less likely to be offered help when they really are burned out, because people say they always talk about being burned out. They've got so much going on. I've got so much to do. I can't help it. I can't keep up. I just can't with everything.
Stress bragging.
Just quit listening. It's called stress bragging.
I like that.
Something else you might find interesting. A third of Americans think that doing the dishes or a load of laundry counts as exercise. 36% said taking out the trash counts as exercise also.
Okay.
Yeah, the number one everyday task that people think counts as exercise really does. Walking around your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 74% of people say walking around your neighborhood in a day counts as exercise. Taking the stairs instead of an elevator was second at 60%. Doing yard work was third.
I think doing yard work is definitely exercise.
It can. It depends on exactly what you're doing. But yeah, taking out the trash and doing a load of laundry, no, sorry.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Unless your garbage can is like, up a country road or something out by the street.
Right.
I think that's probably the only way.
And the most watched TV show this TV season, hands down, not even close, Sunday Night Football on NBC with an average audience of 19.4 million. Top 5 TV shows in America, 5-1 in their weekly audience. Number 5, NCIS, 9.7 million. Number 4, Tracker, also on CBS. 10.8 million people a week watch that. Top 3, football.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime Video, Thursday Night Football, 11.97 million viewers. Monday Night Football on ABC, 11.98 million viewers. And then the number 1 TV show in America, Sunday Night Football on NBC, 19.4 million people.
Wow.
Watch.
And all those CBS like crime dramas. Tracker, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it just started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, CBS is 4, 5, 6 with Young Sheldon, 7 with FBI, 9 with Blue Bloods, and 10 with 60 Minutes.
I did see that the series finale of Young Sheldon was huge numbers-wise.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, my gosh.
Just a few things that you might find interesting. There is something that works every time, apparently, according to the TikToker that posted this video. But is it right? Is it okay? Next.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers. Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your
no
credit.
dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
If you live in an area where you're parking in a garage regularly, like, it can be annoying. It can be a lot. Or even if you're driving somewhere where you have to regularly park, like at a hospital or something. A guy claims to have found a little life hack that works every time. But is it right?
I'm about to show you a trick that works every single time.
He's pulling
Ready?
up to the parking thing in the garage. Hit the button.
I followed in the car in front of me, and I didn't mean to come in this parking spot. I'm in the wrong hospital area. They didn't. I didn't have a ticket. I followed that car in. Yeah. Thank you. Works every time.
Yeah. So he actually got a ticket to go into park, is leaving when you're supposed to pay. He hits the buzzer, says, hey, I got in here and I'm in the wrong parking area.
I follow that car in.
Yeah, so now I need to get out. And they're like, okay, boom, they let him go.
Well, hacking the system.
Yeah, so he scams them out of, $10, whatever the parking fee is, $5, $10. Could be as much as $20.
Should we have to pay to park to park your car on this great country in this great country of ours?
Well, okay, let's say this way. It might be free to park, but perhaps you had to park 2 miles away from where you're going because there's no available parking.
I thought it was land of the free.
Yeah, well, you're
It's
parking
free.
in that garage because somebody built that garage on that land to make it easier for you to access that particular building.
On the back of the hardworking man.
And they have to pay for that particular parking lot to be used.
I'm all for this.
They have to pay for the upkeep. You're not all for him scamming these people out
I'm
of
all
money.
for it.
No, that's not right.
I'm all for it.
It's not the right thing to do.
Listen,
You make an agreement when you enter the parking garage that you're going to pay them.
Ace, one word for you: Bidenflation. How does that relate to this? I don't know, but I feel like Bidenflation.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Rob.
Bidenflation.
Bidenflation. Bidenflation.
I was gonna say, Rob comes with one of the most intelligent responses. That, yeah.
You damn right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Save a penny.
That makes it all okay. It makes it okay to cheat the people at the hospital.
Well,
Yeah.
It makes it okay to cheat the people at the hotel.
The hospital isn't making money off that.
If you're at a hospital and you're parking in their parking garage, they're making money off of it.
Hey, they're already getting enough money on them damn medical bills.
Exactly.
Thank you,
Try to go buy
Grandpa.
an EpiPen. Tell me how much it costs.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
Okay, here's a fun question. Think about this in your own home. What is the oldest piece of technology that you have in your home right now? That means it's working, it's functioning, you use it. What is the oldest piece of technology you have in your home right now? Is there something that comes to mind immediately? For example, I have an old computer, an old laptop, but I never use it. I only have it because it has some pictures of my kids on it that I want to make sure that I have backed up before I get rid of the laptop.
Yeah. I've got the first Kindle. I've got like 3 Kindles now, but I have the original Kindle that has a keyboard on it.
Okay. When would that have been out? The original Kindle?
Early 2000s.
Okay. That's pretty impressive.
I have a food processor that was given to my parents as a wedding gift. That's from the 70s. I don't know if that's technology, but...
That was my only question. I don't know enough about it to know if it's technology or not.
It's a Cuisinart food processor, but it works like a champ, so I still use it.
I was trying to think of something, and I can't really... I have a Bluetooth speaker that I've had at least 10 years. I have a lot of things that I've had a long time, but I don't have anything from a technology standpoint that I've had, normally because they end up punching it.
Yeah, right.
You don't have
break
that,
it.
That's what happened.
You don't have that 3D TV no more?
I don't have that 3D TV no more. No, I had to leave that behind when I got a divorce, Rob.
That definitely would have been the oldest piece of technology.
The 3D TV was left behind.
Certainly the stupidest piece of technology.
Yeah, I don't have that big roller TV anymore, and that thing was 20 years old. I don't have that.
It still works. I just want somebody to love it like I did.
I just wanted somebody to enjoy it.
God,
it's a nice TV.
Rob, do you have anything that comes to mind?
No, all my stuff's new.
Relatively new. Yeah.
But you keep all the boxes for all your technology, don't you?
Yeah, I was about to say it might be an older Xbox is my oldest piece of technology, like an Xbox 360 probably.
From the early 2000s?
Maybe I mean Xbox One, but I would say it was from the 2010s probably.
You got a GameCube, right?
No, I don't have that anymore.
Oh, wow.
I usually, like, video game wise, I trade in almost all of my games when I'm done with them.
You got rid of the GameCube. You took a whole second job to get the GameCube, and then you just toss it.
That was a first job.
First job.
That was my first job ever. Was at Carowinds, and I left to make.
Oh, that's the job that he took just to
get the GameCube.
Get the GameCube, and when he got his first paycheck, it was enough to get the GameCube, and then he just never went back to work there.
Got my Super Mario Sunshine, and I went on.
Like, not like he quit. He just literally, they never saw him again.
Yeah.
He got one paycheck, and then they never saw him again. And you were supposed to work that afternoon, weren't you? That was like a Friday morning. You went and got your check, and you were on the schedule for Friday afternoon. You just never went back.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's horrible.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.